In this video, I'm talking to you about linear pair postulates. If I have two angles, angle 1 and angle 2, then you can see that they lie on a straight line, which means they equal 180 degrees. A straight line, please write this down. A straight line angle is, by the way, isn't that a half a circle? And that equals 180 degrees. The whole circle is 360. So half of that is 180 degrees. But the other thing that I want you to write is this. If two angles form a linear pair, a linear, which is what these do, then they are supplementary. Remember this word. It means 180 degrees. Okay? So, linear pair. Two things, pair means two things that add up to 180. That means it's a straight line and it's two things, so it's a pair, two things, and it's linear. That's it. All right, so if you are given a problem like this and it says to you, how big is x? Well, you know that this is a straight line. Therefore, you know that these two angles are called a linear pair. You know it's supplementary. And you know it's 180 degrees. So I have 180 degrees. I've already used 65 degrees, so I'm going to take that off. And when I stick it in my calculator, I have 115 left. So this right here is 115 degrees, and that's how you solve it. Then we have vertical angles. And when I think of a vertical angle, I think of the letter X. So here we have a great big giant letter X. And I have a 2 and a 4. They're vertical angles. I have a 1 and a 3. They are vertical angles. So I can say 1 is congruent to 3, and I can say that 2 is congruent to 4. Whoops, sorry guys. Now, so if I have an angle like this, and I say this is x, and this is 49 degrees, which makes no sense. It would have to be bigger than that. Let's call it 85 degrees. Then what does x equal? Well, x has to equal 85 degrees. Does that make sense? All right, what if I have this? Whoops. Let's erase this. What if I have a problem like this, and I call this 5x plus 3, and I call this 98. And I'm asking you, what does x equal? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Anybody have an idea? Well, don't these two things equal each other? Doesn't this equal this because they're vertical angles? So then can I say 5x plus 3 equals 98? All right, now let's solve it and see what happens. First I get rid of my 3. Because I'm going across the equal sign, I have to subtract. Okay, 5x is 95, and then I divide by 5 on both sides, and x is whatever, 19 is it? 1 with a remainder of 4. 5 goes into 4. Yeah, 19. So x equals 19 degrees. And of course, you could put that back in the equation and see if it works. 5 times 19 plus 3 is 98. And when you put that in the calculator, you'll see that it works. 58 plus 3, 95 plus 3 is 98. 98 equals 98. So you are correct.